Good evening, everyone. Good evening, good evening, good evening. So, today is another awesome time, and today is all about the youth. Today, we're talking about the youth, the adolescents, our young adults, and older teenagers. So, my name is Oluwatoyin Ogunkomi. You're welcome to our first seminar, or could I call it webinar, on the Glickin Youth Development Academy. So you're all welcome. Please, as we're joining, I would like you to indicate where you're watching from, and also I would like you to also put in your expectations from for this session. So before we go into what we're discussing today, I would like to discuss who we are. Who are we as Glickin Youth Development Academy? So the Glickin Youth Develop Academy is a subsidiary of the Glickin International Limited, and this organization was founded by my husband and I, having worked for over 20 years in different organizations. We've worked in telecoms, we've worked in fast moving consumer goods organizations, we've also worked in the banking sector. And apart from working for other people, we've also run our business for all more than 10 years. And one of the things we've noticed, or one of the things we've realized, is that we've noticed that some youth come to the workplace not prepared and not equipped for the workplace. So it's either they do not have the proper guidance, or is either they do not have the proper skills to function effectively on their job. So we decided to create an academy for youth where we can provide them with the necessary guidance and also equip them with skill sets, equip them with the necessary skill sets they need to work effectively or to be effective on their job. So at the Glickin Youth Development Academy, our major focus is to prepare the youth, that is adolescents and young adults, for the future. That's our major focus. And one of the things we'll be doing going from next month is that we're going to be holding monthly webinars, something like this. And also we'll be starting our internship and mentorship program next year from January. And all these activities, or all these events, we've subsidized them because we know that youth would need to, they might not be able to pay for that large cost and all that. So that's why we decided to subsidize the amount that they'll be paying. And one of the areas, part of the things we'll be doing at the Glickin Youth Development Academy, the areas we'll be specializing at or specializing on is self-development for youth. We'll also be talking about money management, how they can manage their funds. We'll also talk about how they can manage their relationship with other people. And finally, we'll be giving you, we'll be guiding youth on how to network, how to manage their relationship at the office, and also social intelligence and problem solving skills. So we have a whole lot prepared for youth for next year. But for today, the major thing we're talking about today is internship and mentorship. One thing we need to know, especially parents, because we have some parents joining in, is that internship and mentorship is one way youth can get guidance. With internship is a great opportunity for youth, to gain work experience, to learn about work ethics, and they do all this in a professional setting. And the best way to or the best time to do internship is before they leave the university, while they're either in school, whether maybe they're leaving high school, or while they're in university. This is the best time for them to go in for internship, because this is when they will learn skills. This is when they will learn marketable skills before they go into the larger society. And when we talk of mentorship simply has to do with it simply has to do with a relationship with an experienced person, someone that is more experienced, someone that is more knowledgeable, someone that is more connected, and that relationship with the experienced person and the youth. So for tonight, we have an experienced guru who'll be talking to us about internship and mentorship. But before I bring him in, I want to let you know that I have a gift for all the parents that are online, and we also have a gift for all the youth online. So you have to wait till the end of this session to get your gift. So let me bring in our guests. Let me bring in our guests. Let me bring in our guest. So our guest is no other person than Coach Sam. Let's give him the drum roll. Woo! So as you are here, please, I need you to type in your comment section. Go to the comment section. Just type in, show him some love, put all the heart. As you are joining him, let's welcome him with some good vibes. So let me just do a short recap of who Coach Sam is. He's popularly known as Coach Sam. So Sam Obafemi is an unconventional thinker. He's called the octopus. I like that name. And why is he called the octopus? Because his primary preoccupation is to solve problems. And in fact, not just solving problems, but also to help people around him to avoid getting into trouble. He's a firm promoter of communities, he's a firm promoter of tribes and membership. Coach Obafemi, we call him Coach Sam. Coach Sam is a UK certified life coach. He's a trained positive psychiatry from Sydney University in Australia, and is the first anger management therapist from Century Anger Management USA in Nigeria. So he's the first anger management therapist in Nigeria. He's also a master NLP practitioner and also an emotional intelligence expert. Coach Sam has a whole lot of accolades. He has achieved quite a lot. And is the president of the Sam Obafemi Behavioral Coaching Academy, known as SOPCA. If you've not heard about SOPCA and you are in this space, please, you've not started. And for youths, you need to know about SOPCA also. And is also the chief executive of business innovation company called BSG, that is the Business Study Group. He holds a degree in computer science from the Abubakar Tafawa Balewa University, Bauchi. He also has an MBA from the University of Business and International Studies, UBIS, Switzerland, and presently he's a doctorate candidate. He's writing. He's very soon be calling you Prof. Also, very soon be calling you Doctor Sam Obafemi, Doctor Coach Sam Obafemi. Anyway, I have a whole lot to say about him, but before let's just go to the comment section. If you are here, go to the comment section. Let's welcome him. Let's give him some drum rolls. Let's just welcome Coach Sam. Somebody said, welcome Coach Octopus. So Coach Sam, thank you so much for doing this. Thank you
Boss,
our
thank you for
first
having me.
thank you for being our first facilitator on our internship and mentorship program.
I
The
am
thing
honored.
the thing about internship and mentorship, it's something that we need to keep preaching. It's something we need to allow our children to actually get involved in, because
Yeah,
not just will they learn, it will also equip them for the future. And
yes,
today you posted something online. You said that, in fact, when Coach Sam was reposting this advert, he said that his father, you know, made him to do certain internships, so many internships before he finally went into university, before he finally started working. Can you walk us through that journey? What happened? What happened?
Hmm.
Why did it take you through that journey of internship?
Thank you so much, boss. Before I answer your question, I must tell you that this thing you're doing will count for you many years from now. This is a very
Amen.
you're doing is
Amen.
big.
Amen.
So thank you on behalf of Nigeria, on behalf of Africa, on behalf of the world. Thank you. It's a big work. I'm passionate about what you're doing. My heart is in this thing because this is one area that we can't miss. We cannot get it wrong because it
Mm.
is so significant. So thank you for initiating this, and I'm honored to be your first guest on this series. Thank you very much. My
Thank
when
you,
when
sir.
when my dad was doing those things when I was young, I don't know what his motivation was. But let me tell you a bit about my dad. So my dad lost his dad when he was 3 years old, and my dad lost his mom when he was, I think he said, 8 years old.
Mm.
And so my dad grew up farming, working in a hotel as a potter, many things. He did many hands-on jobs. And in the
Mm.
course of doing all that, he built himself in retrospect. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you now. We lost you a bit there.
Yes. So in retrospect, I think my dad saw what being hands-on did to him and probably decided that he would encourage us to do this thing. In my post today, I did not even share some because there are many. The first time
Mhm.
I ever, the first time I was ever exposed to a corporate or an organized system was in primary five.
Mm.
Primary five. I went to school. Some guys came to our school. They were promoting Boy Scouts. So they came with some flyers and they were saying that they have Boy Scout camp. So I went home with the flyer and I told my dad, I saw these things. So people came to our school. I want to go. I didn't know what it meant. My dad saw it. My mom said, no, my son will not go. We don't know what they are. We don't know who they are. My dad said, let him go. The worst that will happen is that he will not enjoy it. He will come back. That's why I went to Boy Scout camp for 3 days.
Mm.
I don't know them from anywhere. My dad just went, allowed me to go. What that did for me, I saw organization. We used to do early morning drills. We'll go for road walk, we'll jog, we'll come back. We're following drills, very strict routine. That was the first time I ever encountered such kind of a routine. Now, when we went to boarding school in secondary school, every time we came home from boarding school, we used to stay in Ashaka Cement in Gobe. The estate has a farm. My dad would encourage us to go and get jobs in the farm. Your job in the farm is to be cutting grass, tending the lawn, feeding animals, very menial things. They'll be paying us.
Yeah.
They used to pay us, I hope I remember, they used to pay us 400 naira every 2 weeks.
Wow.
I'm talking of 1994, 1995. They used to pay us 400 naira every 2 weeks. My dad
Wow.
was excited that we will wake up early morning and go and be cutting grass and they'll be paying us. He was excited. We were, well, the money
You
was
created
encouraging.
it?
So I think that, in retrospect, having to now I pay my bills myself. I run businesses. I take business seriously. I attend to client work seriously. In retrospect, those things had built in us some level of discipline that at home you won't get. My parents were not so rich, but we were comfortable. And I think my dad saw that if he just allowed us be at home, just lounging with, then there was no DSTV. There was
Mm-hmm.
there was one free to air cable that time. We'll just be sitting and be playing music and rap and all those things. So those journeys have turned out to be a blessing. And I thank my dad and my mom for allowing us explore those things. That's basically my take.
Thank you so much, Coach Sam, for taking us down memory lane.
Thank
One
you, boss.
thing I remember too, while growing up, my mom has a business. So for every holiday, we used to go and work with her in her office. Yeah, she runs a school in Lagos. So for every holiday, we used to go and work with her. So when I moved
Correct.
to Abuja and I started my business too, for every holiday, my children too worked with me.
Very
So we wake
important.
up in the morning, we go to my office, they attend to a customer. I remember a particular incident that happened. So I sell school uniforms, I have a school shop. So I remember a particular incident that happened. A particular woman came to the store, and my son attended to her very well, followed her downstairs, carried her bags, her shopping bags with her downstairs. And
Hmm.
she asked one question. She said, "What's the name of your school?" My son mentioned the name of his school. You won't believe that the next holiday, she went to that school, as in the next long vacation. She went, no, the next term, she went to
Term.
that school. She asked for my son. She said before she register her children, that she wants to see a particular boy that his mom owns a school store in Utako. And
Wow.
that was how the woman registered like 4 children. And you
Wow.
can imagine 4 children just because of what a
Wow.
particular child
Wow.
did. And internship
Wow.
is something that's very important. So why are we doing
Yes.
this? We realize that a lot of youth, when they come to organization, they are not ready. They are not
Yes.
equipped. They are not prepared to work in organization. Some of them, they lack social skills. Some of them lack etiquette. Some of them lack so many skills. And I'm wondering, is it that the parents did not take time to teach them these things from home?
Hmm.
Or is it that it's just the society in general that we've not taken work ethics as being very important? So my
Hmm.
next question to you, Coach Sam, is what really is internship and why is internship important?
Thank you. Internship basically is working and learning in any organized system, whether or not you'll be compensated for it. The main thing about internship is learning, but
Learning.
again, it is a mutual work. It means that I'm learning, but I'm contributing something to the system where I'm learning from. I'm being taught how to work. I'm learning life skills. I'm learning professional skills. So it's mutual benefit, really. And like I think the main emphasis again is that compensation may or may not apply, because the benefit of internship is that you are given tools and skills that you may never be able to afford to pay for at that time.
Mm,
So that's the main thing
wow.
about internship. The benefit of internship is that because you are learning from older people, you are learning from an organized system, you are learning life skills, it is automatic that one, you're going to be learning how to think.
Learning how to think. Wow.
Yes, because you're interacting with older people, they have a way of influencing your thought process. I remember that when I was interning in the graphics design shop I wrote on Facebook, I remember I was working with adults. Then I was a child. In my eyes, they were big people. Maybe they were even teenagers. Who knows? I never got to know their ages, but maybe they were even teenagers. Maybe they were even in their early 20s. I was just 12. I was 12 years old or 11 years old or some 12 years old. But they were big, big people, and they were always telling me, "Come, why are you dressed like this?" I remember one particular day I came in flip flops, and the guy looked at me and spoke in Hausa. I said, "Why are you dressed like this? Go back home and dress
Mm,
well and come back." I remember how maybe a client comes and tells us they want to do a poster, and then I'm sitting and they will tell me, "Why are you sitting down? We're cutting stencils here. You're sitting down. Come and see this thing." So it teaches you to think. It's an opportunity to learn a skill, at least one skill. You will not believe what your children have learned in customer service
mm,
by just working in clicking shop. What your children learned in sales and marketing. In fact, it will shock you that your children can tell schools, your children may grow up and become consultant to schools and say, "This color will not sell. This color
mm,
uniform should be like this, be like that." So sometimes it at least helps children to learn at least one skill. That's number two. Number three thing that internship does is that it helps us learn how to relate. It teaches us about relationships, because you're going to be interacting with so many people in the system. In any organization, you will find that there is in and out of customer, in and out of people, in and out of staff. It will teach you a lot of things about relationships. And then the ultimate thing again is that it will give you confidence. It will teach you confidence because as an intern, because you're interacting with customers, you're interacting with people, and you must show up. There is a 16-year-old boy that interned with Sopka for 3 or 4 months, and the mom continuously keeps sending us messages. Thank you, thank you. My son is different. My son has changed. My son has this one. My son is this one. I'll just be laughing because that's what it's supposed to do. Internship is supposed to make the young child know that anything is doable. Supposed to give that child a sense of confidence and not make them feel like, I don't know if I can succeed in this life. When you can see, especially when you work in a high performing organization where people get results and they are driven,
Mm-hmm.
any
Yeah.
child that works in that kind of organization, you just realize that, you know what, there's nothing I cannot face. When they now go back to school, they have a different sense to that their perception changes. So the issue of, okay, one subject is hard, one classmate is bullying me, these things don't happen again because how do you even bully a child that has worked with adults? It's not possible.
Hmm.
So when I was in the university, one thing was very consistent. I was never carried away by peer pressure in the university, never. But I can trace it back to the fact that before I went to the university, I spent 6 months working with professional architects. And there was no project site that I did not follow them to. I was driving to project sites. I was being driven to project sites. I was submitting project documents. So when I went to the university, while everybody was forming Jambite and forming like, wow, wow, there was nothing really wowing me because for me it's like this place that I came to now, like because I have worked with people earning salaries. They are giving me tips. I remember every Friday they'll give me 200 naira, 100 naira, 500 and just go and enjoy your weekend. So I will enter the weekend with 1K, 5K, 3K.
Hmm.
So going to school for me was like, oh God, that money why they get, they come again. So somebody tell me that, you enter university 100 level, you're feeling like on top of the world. I didn't feel all that, and I didn't feel all that vibe. So I was not
Hmm.
disappointed from day one. This is one of the advantages of internship. You realize that your child is able to confront what we call peer pressure because they have seen a bigger space where they just realize that they are smaller than what they think. Sometimes children feel like, especially teenagers, they feel they are the boss of themselves. But when they realize that, oh man, I never even start this journey. So that's my take about internship.
Thank you so much. When you said something about it gives them a new perspective about life, this is really, really true. Last summer, that's the last long vacation, one of my son worked in a bank. Another
Mm.
one worked in an entertainment company. I know when they come back home, they're always talking. They see it's the work has opened up their eyes to see
Yes,
opportunities, to see the fact that they can actually work in Nigeria and still make money in Nigeria, that they don't have to jack back. They now realize that, oh, there are lots of opportunities in Nigeria without them having to run away, that they can
true,
become who they want to become in Nigeria. And this
true.
is because they've been exposed to these opportunities. They've been
Yes,
exposed to the fact that there are different. So for the person that works in the bank, he was like, Mommy, can you imagine this particular customer? This is what he's doing, and he's making this much money. And I'm sure what the person was doing, I can't remember the particular thing the person was selling, but to my son, he never imagined that someone could
that's
make
such a
so
thing can
much
make
money
money.
from that. And I remember when I was working in the bank, you see customers maybe selling slippers in Idumota, and the amount of money they bring in, I'm like, maybe that was one of the things that actually tilted my interest into trading,
Wow,
because you
wow.
just see, how can this customer be selling biro and bringing
Honest,
all this
they are
money
doing
into
huge turnovers. Now so,
and they're doing huge turnover. So that's one of the things I know internship has really done, especially for my children. It has given them a new perspective to life. It has given them
yeah,
the ability to that need. They now know that things can be done. There is a
yes,
way. There's always a way. So
yes,
instead of them being faced with they get to a roadblock, they know that they can go around the world roadblock. There's an opportunity behind that roadblock, so you need to keep
Yes.
persevering,
Yes.
you need to keep going on, and you get it. Thank you so much
Yes.
for that.
Yes, boss.
So the next question, Coach Sam. So how can youth, how can they identify organizations that offer internship opportunities? How can they identify the right organizations to do their internship? Shut up.
Okay, very good. The first thing I'll say before talking about how to identify an organization where a person can intern is to encourage parents and young people not to necessarily limit their internship to a place where they think they have talent for. A typical example, a young person can say, I want to do entertainment, I want to be a music person. And then you are looking for internship in only a music place. That is
Hmm.
not, it's not necessarily good enough. I found that the places you intern, you will learn something. It does not matter the place. So
Yeah.
I need to mention that at the beginning that internship must not be in the area of your talent. It doesn't mean that because you want to be a banker in future, you must intern in a
Hmm.
bank. It adds value, but it shouldn't be limited to that. How do you know a place where you can intern? First and foremost, you should at least have knowledge about what they do. It is an important thing to know, to be able to identify the service and the products that the organization sells. It's important because in this age and time, especially with online business,
Hmm.
people can do crazy things in the name of doing business. And you don't want to soil your name from too young. It will be unfortunate for a young person to intern in a business where fraud is a thing, and
Hmm.
in an unfortunate situation where there's a raid or there are arrests. No, a child should not be exposed to that. So it's important to do due diligence of the business or organization where a child would intern. That is number one. Number two, I would say that it is good to study the people working in the business. If the people working in a business are not happy, a child should not work there. A child should not work there because a child cannot handle the mental intensity of a toxic workplace. So I will say that an organization that is good for a child to intern is an organization where the staff themselves can demonstrate that we are happy working here. That is a good place to intern. It is very important. That's number two. Number three, I think that even though it may be difficult to determine from the beginning, it is a good thing if a child interns in a place where they will be taught something, they will teach you something. Because you may want to intern in an organization, they will be sending you to go and buy yamala, go and buy rice, go and make coffee for us, go and buy chewing gum, go and deliver this one at the park. That's all you are doing. You have just turned to errand boy. It is not fair. So it may not be easy to know an organization where you will learn something, but if the signs begin to show from the beginning that you're just going to be an errand person, I think that it's important to just terminate that conversation and move to another organization. So that's number three, an organization where you will be taught something. Number four, I think that whoever is going to supervise an intern should be somebody that is a decision maker. It is very important
Can you say that again?
because the person who will supervise an intern should be a
Okay.
decision maker in the organization. It is an important
Okay.
thing because you don't want to attach an intern to somebody who can abuse the intern, and the intern does not have access to a decision maker as a supervisor. In our organization, only our CEO supervises all interns. It's only Stella that supervises all interns. It is important so that when anything is right or wrong, she has the unilateral power to decide without me getting involved. So it's very, very key. We need to protect a child who is interning in an organization. Is very, very key. And then I think that basically the fifth one would be, it would be nice for an organization to expose the intern, with respect to external services. And what do I mean by that? In our organization, for instance, when a person comes to intern, we make sure that you learn how to train. You even partake in some of our courses. When we're doing a certification, you must sit in the certification and be part of the class. We want you to be equipped. And then I remember two of my interns, I told them to design presentation for me. I had trainings for corporate clients. I told the interns to do my slides, and I used their slides to do my training, just to encourage them that na me do slide wey Coach Sam dey use. It was very important to pass that message to them. So that way, like I said, internship should end up building the confidence of a child. No matter what they are learning, if their confidence is not being boosted, I think the entire aim is defeated. Because in this life, the only currency to succeed in this life is self-confidence. If you are confident, there is nothing you cannot do in this life. But if you are not confident, if you know all the book in this life, you will not succeed. So that's my summarized answer to your question.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. So for for them to look, they have to look for organizations where it's not toxic. They have
Yeah,
to do their due diligence. They should look for organizations where they'll be able to learn stuff,
yeah,
where they'll be able to learn skills, not an organization where they'll be sent on errands. They should be, and anyone who is supervising the intern should be someone that is a decision maker so that the intern would not be abused and all that.
yeah,
Thank you so much.
yes,
Thank you,
boss.
thank you, thank you. So my next question for you, Coach Sam. So,
Yeah,
like I said, today is about internship and mentorship, why it's important for children or for youth to
yes.
undergo internship. So the next is mentorship. What is mentorship? Why
Great.
why is mentorship? So I'm asking two questions. What is
Yes.
mentorship and why is mentorship important?
Fantastic. Mentorship simply means showing the way, leading the way. Someone who has walked a path and can tell you about that path. The strength of a mentor is that you're working with someone in a direction you want to go. Now, let me say the difference between internship and mentorship is that an intern does not necessarily have to work in the area of their talent, but a mentor is necessary in the area that you want to go. That's the two classical difference. I can intern, even at my age, I can intern in a place where I can learn something new. But if I want mentoring, it means that I want to go in a particular direction. I need somewhere that has already gone ahead to carry me and say, this thing you want to do it like this, do it like this, do it like this. That's the difference. Why is mentoring important? Mentoring shortens the journey. It's just automatic. If you are working with somebody that has already gone in the direction you want to go, at least if you have sense, your journey should be short. Mentoring helps you know that something is possible because somebody has walked that path. You're able to acquire secrets, inside information, strategies, pathways, light in that direction that you are going. So mentoring is very helpful. Mentoring is like riding on someone's back on a journey. It's very helpful. So you're shielded from a lot of things. In fact, mentoring is like a gate opener or a door opener, is a key, because a mentor can help you establish contacts and relationships that can accelerate your journey instead of you groping in the dark all by yourself. So mentoring is something we really cannot do without if we want to, if we're anybody that is serious about succeeding at anything must realize that a mentor in the area that you are pursuing is key. If you don't have a mentor in the area you want to go, I strongly encourage you to identify and find a mentor in the area that you want to go.
Okay, thank you so much. So You said we should identify a mentor in the area
Yeah.
we need to go. So
Yeah.
this leads me to my next question. How can we pick a suitable mentor? What are the qualities of a
Mm.
good mentor that we need to look out for? So as a youth,
Yes.
so for me now, presently, I work in a mental health facility. I'm a clinical
Yes.
psychologist, apart from other things I do, you know.
Yes.
So for someone like me, if I need a mentor, what are
Yes.
the qualities I need to look out for in
Yes.
this mentor?
Thank you. Thank you for this question. And just to add to what you said, all of us need mentors. So that everybody on this call should not think that mentors are only for teenagers and young children. All of us need, even me while they talk, you get where they go for this life. I'm looking for new. I need to say that because sometimes some of us feel that we have reached one age where we don't need anybody. We all need mentors. Now, number one quality of a mentor is that the mentor has results in the area you want to go. The person, we have established that mentoring means I want to go in a particular direction and I need somebody that's already gone there. I should be able to demonstrate that this person has shown that he knows this thing. So results are key. A mentor should have results in the area that I want to go into. That's number one. Number two, a mentor which will happen over time. It's not an immediate thing. A mentor is usually vulnerable. A good mentor is usually vulnerable. And let me explain what that means. If you find a mentor who claims to be perfect, knows everything, has all the answers, has never failed, does not have issues, is flawless, my
Hmm.
personal opinion, be careful.
Hmm.
A mentor should be able to tell you, this thing, you know how much I lost in this thing. I tried this thing, my money enter, go pay. So I'm not telling you not to spend, but be careful. That's a mentor. A mentor should be able to tell you the areas that they goofed, their failures, the mistakes they made, the areas they got it right. So that's a good way to identify a mentor. When you're observing someone that you want for that person to mentor you, and all the person is saying are all the glorious things they have done,
Hmm.
and they are not sharing the areas where they wish they did differently, I think you have to be careful about that. Now, number three attribute of a mentor is not a savior. A mentor does not know everything. For example, we don't believe that one person can mentor you in
In
everything.
every area. Yeah.
It's not humanly
Hmm.
possible. As I am now, there are areas I cannot mentor somebody. You just want to kill my star and destiny. I cannot mentor some areas because it's say. You don't ask me to mentor you there, I'll tell you, bros, I beg, let me look for who can help you on this matter. Today on Facebook, I asked people if I could
Help
how did I
you.
put if I could
If I
help you
can
work
help
with them.
you.
Somebody
Yeah.
said she wants to record in the studio. I said,
Ah.
I don't have studio. I
No,
don't
but you might
run
have the contact. But you might have the contact now. No,
studio.
you know, the person feels you're very resourceful that you might actually have the
Well,
contact.
I just hope so. But Aisha told her, I don't operate studio, I don't own studio. Another person said she wants me to teach her how to run skits, how to create skits. I said, me, I don't know how to create
You're a
skits.
comedian. When did you become a comedian, Coach Sam?
Oh my goodness. So that for me is the thing about mentoring. Somebody
Uh,
cannot mentor you in all areas. Don't be looking for that. Look for someone that can mentor you in a specific area or some areas that the person has results. That is very, very
mhm.
important.
Very
And
key.
then one very important thing I should also mention is that mentors also need help. In fact, the way to establish a good mentoring relationship is not to ask for someone to mentor you. Because even today, people were saying, I want you to mentor me. I hope you can mentor me. I wish you can mentor. All of them, I told them, I don't do mentoring. I wrote it on Facebook. I don't do mentoring because people would like to just say, mentor me, mentor me.
Mentor
Oh, I
me.
see what you're doing. You are so glorious. You are just the best. I want you to be my mentor. it is not the right way to initiate a mentoring relationship. The way to initiate a mentoring relationship is to serve the person even before the person identifies you.
Mm.
There's a way to
It's
attract.
like you're about to jump. Oh. I have a question in line with what you're about to say.
Let me wait. Let me wait.
It's like I have a question in line with what you're about to say.
Let me wait. Let me wait.
You don't go there yet. I have a question. I'm like, it seems like Coach Sam knows what I'm about to say. And that's my next question. But finish about what you're saying, then I will also
Yeah,
ask.
it's okay. So I was just saying that the best way to identify, in fact, the best way to get somebody to mentor you is that the person recognizes you. From my experience, is a mentor that chooses who he or she wants to mentor. It's not you that begs or applies, unless, of course, some people like Leke Alder, Shubomi Plumpter, they announce mentoring platforms. They'll
Programs.
say, there are people that announce mentoring programs. But if a person has not announced a mentoring program, don't go asking them to mentor you. The best way is to catch their attention. And how to catch their attention is to serve them. Some people want to be mentored. You see the person that you want to mentor you selling things, promoting things, writing content, sharing content. You don't like, you don't comment, you don't share, you don't engage, you don't ask. They just show up and say, mentor me.
You tell me.
So it's not supposed to be like that.
Okay. Thank you so much, Coach Sam. Thank you so much. So my next question really, it's similar to what the last thing you said, but
Yeah.
I will still ask it because I know you have some more points to go about it. So
Yes.
the next question is, so how do we get the best out of a mentoring relationship? How do we initiate, so you said we should not go and beg, ah,
Yes.
please
Yes.
to mentor me now. I like your
Yes.
style. I want to be like you. I like the way you're just rolling out numbers. Please, I want to be like you. So you said that we should not go and beg. So
No,
how can
don't.
we get the best out of a mentor? How can we initiate? So it's two questions in one.
Yes.
How can we
Yes.
initiate a mentorship relationship? And how can we get the best out of a mentoring relationship?
Fantastic. I think that to initiate a mentoring relationship, for me, strategically catch the attention of the person that you want as a mentor. Catch their attention.
Okay.
It can just be by virtue of bringing traffic to their service or their products or something. It can just be by that. When there is a traffic of people and they keep mentioning, let's assume that I want you now to mentor me, and then somebody calls you and says, "Oh, Coach Sam said I should contact you for parenting." Oh, you are, oh really? Another day, another day. You know, who is this Coach Sam, self? Can you hear me?
Hello,
Can you
can
hear
you
me? I can hear you. Hello, boss. Can you
okay,
hear
can you
me?
hear me?
I can
Yes, I
hear
can
you.
hear you now. I lost you there. Okay, I lost
Oh,
you
okay.
there. Okay.
Okay, good.
Can you start from beginning again? I'm so sorry.
Yes, I will. So I was saying that to initiate a relationship, a mentoring relationship, the best thing is to catch the attention of the mentor. And that can just be by driving traffic to their service or their products. That for me is even like the most basic of strategies to employ. What matters is that when you identify that somebody needs help or somebody can use your skill, that can just be a great way. Let me give you an example. 2 days ago, I was speaking on a platform. Can you still hear me?
Yes, I can. Yes.
Okay.
Yes, I can hear
So
you.
okay, 2 days ago, I was speaking on a platform, and somebody based in Ghana who was in the session was asking me, "Oh, he would like to connect with me. He's so happy to have joined the session. He's the one that designs all the graphics of the organization that invited me, and he would like to provide me, pro bono designs." And I've seen his designs, fantastic designs. Now, I have not asked him to do any design for me. I haven't so far responded back to him based on what we can do next. But guess what? he has sown a seed. So now, as it stands, I know that if I need graphics, even if I'll not have it for free, I know somebody that I can equally extend my work to. And if he wants me to be his mentor, I'm most likely open because he has established something in my subconscious. So that's how to initiate a mentoring relationship. Observe the person that you want as a mentor. Find a window to help them fix a problem. When you notice their graphics is dull and you have the graphic competencies, do it. I know people who have sent me jingles for free. People have sent me voiceover for free. So people have even collected my pictures and done some videos as marketing for me for free. They've not asked me to mentor them, but they have sown some things, some seeds. So we need to find a window to help someone that you believe you want as a mentor, so that when you finally establish the conversation about mentoring, they are not likely to decline. You have built what we call emotional deposits with them, such that it go hard for them, make them tell you, say, no, I can't mentor you, I'm busy. They'll say, well, even though I don't mentor, but I will find a way to pay attention to you, and then we'll work something out. I mean, that's a lot better. So mentoring is supposed to be a symbiotic relationship. It's supposed to be mutual. It's not supposed to be a one-way parasitic relationship. I remember when I started off this work, when I started off around 2011, one young boy who was in Unilag then was all over me, mentor me, mentor me, mentor me. And I was very excited to say, yeah, I will mentor you. I was feeling like, wow, me too. They call me, make a mentor person. And I brought him home, exposed him to my library. I was showing him around, telling him things, teaching him things. And he took some of my books in the name of, I want to borrow
Ooh,
my mentors and read it, unless if I'll get the books tomorrow. So some of the
wow.
things that we need to understand is a mentor is not somebody you want to go and grab from. People think that
Mm,
mentors are just there to collect things from. They are there to just be dishing things out. We feel entitled to the mentor's time. We feel entitled to the mentor's resources. No, it's not supposed to be like that. It's supposed to be a mutual two-way process. You're adding value to the mentor. The mentor is more than glad to carry you around. Let me tell you one last story before I drop the mic. I'm sure you know Kizito, my boy.
yeah, yes.
Kizito was based in Ibadan. Kizito one day called my staff and said he wants to send something to Coach Sam. They asked him, where do you know Coach Sam? I honestly can't remember. He said he attended a class. I thought, I have never seen Kizito before, as at that time. So he said he wanted to send something that my team should please share an account number. My team sent him my account number and he sent 200,000 naira.
Wow.
When he sent, when they said is one guy, he said he has been in my class before. He just wants to tap into my anointing and he wants to something,
Mm,
something, something. I now said they
mm,
should give me his number. So they gave me his number. I called him. I said, I don't know. I can't recall you. I can't remember who you are, but I'm grateful. What do you want? He said he just wants access. I said,
mm,
"Talk. Me, I don't do mentoring, Sha, but anywhere you see my post, engage me, ask questions, anything you want. Now I have your number. This line I'm calling you on is on WhatsApp, so you can ask me any questions anytime." That was how my relationship with Kizito started, to the point where he became the head of BSG operations. Now
wow. Wow.
Kizito is married. Him and his wife have relocated. I know the businesses we have done together. That is how mentoring is supposed to be.
Mm,
Mutual benefit.
Thank you so much, Gustam. But before you go, I have a question. So when you asked the question here, Andrew Bira asked the question. He says, I have a question. As a
Hmm.
mentor, how do you manage the pressures that come with guiding the steps of the people you mentor? By what criteria or standard do you hold yourself accountable to?
Thank you, Andrew. So, my first answer to you is that as a mentor, please put yourself under no pressure. In this part of the world, world, mentors are seen as perfect, flawless, impeccable human beings. You cannot fail. I am not in that school of thought. One of the things I have learned in my life is that if you like me as I am, it's good for you. If you don't like me as I am, it's better for you. Just be going. I will not kill myself for anybody. So you need to first and foremost cure yourself from trying to impress anyone. That's the first thing I'm going to tell you as a
Okay.
mentor. Number two, as a mentor to anyone, the thing is that why they came to you is because of who you are and how you are living your life. So if you ask me, just continue being who you are. Just be improving yourself. Don't improve yourself because of your mentees. Improve yourself because you want to improve yourself. That's the accountability. Last.
Mm.
So
Thank you.
my opinion is, as you are improving yourself, those that you are mentoring, they will sit up and follow suit. Then the third thing is that when you are mentoring someone, please be as objective as possible. Don't be biased. It's important because when you excuse a mentee's behavior, it will look like you are permitting that behavior. It will boomerang. There is nobody I'm mentoring. I will call you out straight up. Once you misbehave like this, I'll say this thing you're doing is not. I'm not there. Oh. You're not doing that with me. So you need to, as you are improving yourself, you must also be helping your mentees. Those you have a relationship with as a mentor. I'm not talking of those social media people that are calling you. Some people will see on Facebook and say, my coach, my
My
mentor. I don't know them. I don't. When I see those, I'll just look at you like you're on your own. I don't know you from anywhere. But those that I have a relationship with, that I know that I am your mentor, and we have agreed that I am mentoring you, I will not. I will not cut your slack, because it's my responsibility to help you improve. As I'm improving myself, I will help you improve. So that's my answer to you, Andrew. I hope that helps.
Thank you so much. Cause Sam,
Yes, boss.
so what do you have for? So we have some parents here. They have some parents that are actually they've logged on. They're
Mm,
listening with their children. What
mm.
can we tell parents? What advice do we have for parents in respect of enrolling their children for internship and
Yeah.
mentorship?
Thank you so much, boss, for this thing you're doing. So, Glicking Youth Academy, one of the reasons why we're having this session is that there is a 4-week program on mentoring and internship for young people. And the goal for that program is to equip these young people so that they can identify the right organizations to intern, they can learn what constitutes an internship program. When what Glicking is doing is this: we're incubating your child and your young people so that we can also help them find places where they can intern. If you have a child in your house and you want your child to be an intern or to be mentored by someone, Glicking Youth Academy has produced has a program that we groom that child, help that child, and place that child. So we're not placing the child in an organization where they will now start asking themselves, to now that I'm here now, should I smile? Should I stand up? How should I greet? How should I write mail? How should I pick call? No. Glicking Youth Academy will first teach them how to pick customers' calls, how to place customers' calls, how to interact with your team members, how to dress for the office, how to behave in a corporate way, etc. And it is a 4 weeks program that is starting immediately. Now, ladies and gentlemen, because I'm the octopus, I have pressurized Towing to give you guys a discount. So
Hey,
this
what's
program
up? Oh?
Yes, so today is 29th, and by 1st of January or in the early January, we're starting this program, and it's supposed to cost 50K for a 4-week program. Very, very ridiculously affordable, if you ask me, even though I'm still going to press Oluwatoyin's hand and
What's
turn it
up?
like this.
Oh?
So for the next 12 hours, only 12 hours, if you can pay 25K, we're going to collect your child And by the time we give you your child after 4 weeks of work with us, you will not believe that that child is still the child you gave us. I said it earlier in this session. I said there is a 16-year-old boy that interned with us, and the mom has been calling us every week, thanking us that her son has changed. The boy is this one, the boy is that one. The father told Stella that they want to host me to lunch. I've been dodging the lunch. They said they want to host me to lunch just to thank me. I tell them, say, there's no need. So I've been dodging that lunch. If you want to be able to thank Toyin and myself and Glicking Youth Academy faculty, you have 24 hours to pay 25K instead of 50K. After tomorrow, you have 12 hours, 12 hours. After 12 noon of tomorrow, which is even more than 12 hours, but I'll leave it like that, it will go back to 50K. So the account details are on the screen. The phone number to reach is on the screen. This is the chance to get your child into the future that you imagined. On Facebook, I said, internship is the vehicle to building a child, a great child. Internship helped me, oh, let me not lie. And if you like Coach Sam based on not my personality, if you like the work I do, if you think that the way I work makes you proud, if you think that I'm a good representative of Nigeria and I'm a good brand ambassador of Africa, in fact, I just got an award tonight from Seller. They said
Oh,
they said I'm in the top 100 content creators in Africa. I just got it just before
wow,
I saw the
wow,
message just before I came on.
wow.
So if you want
That's
your
great.
child, thank you, boss. If you want your child to be greater than Coach Sam in the next 5, 6, 7, 10, 12, 15 years, this is your chance to start that journey. I started this journey at primary 5. I have shared my story here. And I'm not boasting, I'm not flattering, I'm not even bragging. I know that this thing Oluwatoyin is doing with Glicking Youth Academy is not a fluke. If you do it, you will thank us later. Your child will thank you too. So we're not just trying to collect your money. See, 25K for a 4-week program is too cheap. Let's
It's
even be
too cheap.
honest. So it's not like, oh, 25K long, because trust me, if I was the one who need this course,
Coach Sam starts with $1,000, $500. And it's like you said, it's really, really affordable. And like when I started, I said that the reason why we're doing this is to equip youth for the future. We want to prepare them for the future because
Okay.
we've actually seen the gap. So we are
Yeah.
stepping in the gap to equip youth with skill sets, with
Yes.
skills, with the best work ethic,
Yes.
etiquette, customer service skills. You're going to learn it. The child's going to learn a whole lot for the
Yes.
next 4 weeks, and its program is starting in January. However, between today and tomorrow, if you pay, you can pay 25,000. But from the day after tomorrow, it goes back to 50,000 naira. 4 weeks training, 4 weeks and on hands-on work experience. You're going to get great opportunity to learn the basic
Yes.
skills relating to the workplace. You're going to learn about critical thinking. We have someone who will be coming to teach you how to write your CV, how to write your letter. That's the letter, your application letter. We have someone that will be coming to teach you customer service. We have someone that will be teaching you proper work ethic and etiquette. You're also going to learn the
Yeah.
21st century business skills and we have a whole lot: how to be marketable, how to market yourself, how to build self-confidence. That's what we'll be doing for the 4 weeks program. So parents that are here and you have children between the ages of 16 and 24, this is your best bet for them, especially if your child is doing a gap year. So we have children who are out of university, who are out of high school,
Yes.
and they're not going into the university now. They're having a 1 year gap year. This is the best time for them to come for this course. Very important. So I said those
Correct.
in secondary boarding school, when they're on holidays, they can start. So this program, the way we've created this program, we're going to have this program every quarter. And as it goes, every quarter the price might increase. So why don't you join this first cohort. And one thing about, for every cohort, we're not taking more than 20 individuals, because we want to be able to monitor what we're teaching. We want to be able to take them to the right organization where they would learn skills. We have a whole lot of companies that we're working with during this period. We have telecoms company, we have banks, we have law firms, we have construction companies, we have training companies, and of course, Coach Sam will give us one or two slots, right? Great,
Any day,
thank you so
anytime.
Thank you so much. So I just want to say thank you, Coach Sam. I really, really, really appreciate you. If you want to learn more about what we are doing, the number is on the screen. You can call me, and I'll also, you can call the number and we'll also get back to you. Coach Sam, let me allow you to go.
Thank
Thank you
you,
so
boss.
much.
I appreciate
Thank you.
you.
I
All the
really, really
best.
appreciate you.
Take care of
Have a
you.
nice
Good night,
evening. Bye.
everyone. God bless you. Bye
God
from
bless
me.
you. Thank
All
you
right.
so much. Yeah. So, parents, so this is it. I said those that will be here to the end. So how many people have been here from the beginning to the end? I said I have a gift for parents, and the gift is my book. So I wrote this book. It's called Preparing Your Adolescent for Independent Living. This book is going for 5,000 naira. But for the first 10 parents who are ready to pay for it, you can get it for 3,500 naira. 3,500 for the first 10 parents. And in this book, we've written how you can guide your children to become independent and well balanced individuals. This is my gift to all the parents on the platform. Thank you so much for joining. This book is actually 5,000, but because you are here today, it's going for 3,500. Between today and tomorrow 12 noon, the 3,500 offer goes. And also, for those that are here that want to register for the course, this, just look on the screen. I've posted it in the comment section, where you can pay 25,000 naira. It's a 4-week course where we're going to teach your children a whole lot about work ethics, about how to perform, how to work well. They're going to learn marketability skills, they're going to learn customer service, they're going to learn communication skills, they're going to learn a whole lot. And it's going for 25,000 naira between today and tomorrow 12 noon. After that, the price goes back to 50,000 naira. So I just want to say thank you to everyone who's been here. My assistant, Awola, as Olaide, thank you so much for writing out, for being our scribes for today. Thank you, Awola, for being our scribes. So good night, everyone. Thank you so much for joining. Next year, we'll be having a webinar every month. So for those of you that have joined our community, we'll be posting tips on the different webinars, different tools. We'll be equipping your children with the right tools to function effectively. Thank you so much. Someone said, is the payment account details for the, yes, the account details is for the book, and also for the program. Any other question? Any other question? Because someone said those in secondary boarding schools cannot participate. They have only 2 weeks. No, the course is starting next year, January. However, every cohort, and we'll be having different cohorts every quarter. So definitely there will be a cohort during the long vacation. So if you want your children to join our training, our internship program, you can bring them in, let them join during the long vacation. However, we have a community. We have an online community that they can join. It's a free community. It's a WhatsApp community they can join, where we give them tips. For this month, we did a whole lot of things on goal setting. We did how to create your goals. We had someone that taught us on goal setting, how to create your vision board and all that. So every month we have a theme. Next month, and we also have a book that they read. There's a book that they will read. So the book we read for this month was Goals by Brian Tracy. Next month is going to be Atomic Habits, Atomic Habits. That's what they're going to read next month. So every month we have a theme. Every month we have a book they are going to read. Every month we have things, activities we'll be doing. So I just want to say thank you so much. Have a nice evening, everyone. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So let's go back to the community. Let's go back to our WhatsApp group. Let's go and chat there. Let's go and chat on our. But before we go, we can actually write what did you learn. You can post, write what you learned in the comment section, what you've learned, and how you're going to use what you've learned in the future. Thank you so much, everyone. Have a nice evening. Bye.